Well, Kieran, Tuesday night in the newly named Papa John's Trophy, you had 12 of the 18 that have represented the under-18s all come through the academy. And that must be a very proud moment for you as an academy chief.
Absolutely. As I said before, it's what I suppose what we do the job for. You know, that productivity of developing players and getting them into the first team environment is what we're here for, primarily. Now, it just further highlights that working, at this club, players at this club, with the structure that we have and the ethos that we've got in terms of developing young players is there. What they've now got to do is really make the most of it. And I think the next stage for us is some of those players going on and really establishing themselves at first team level. That's the next step now. You know, the door's firmly open as such. They've really got to stay the right side of the door and keep working hard. But it was a very proud moment for everybody involved with the academy and everybody that's been involved with the academy over a period of time, because some of these boys have been here a long time and would have had the influence of a lot of staff over that period of time. So it's a proud moment for a lot of people. Yeah,
5 starters, and a lot of those starters, people obviously have seen Harrison play and Flynn's emergence in recent times, but Carl Barker obviously has been out on loan. Obviously didn't get as many first team minutes as he probably wanted, but come straight back into the side there as if he hadn't been away.
I thought Carl was really good. I thought it was a really, really good performance, very mature performance, very efficient performance, everything that we know Kyle is. He's a talented footballer, there's no doubt about that, and his was a strong performance.
And Ronnie Edwards and Idris Khan, although they didn't come through the academy system here, they obviously have played at under 18 level for you. Ronnie's playing at the moment for the under 18s, and Idie obviously joined it so young.
Yeah, absolutely. They're both coming into the club as under 18 players, if you like, in terms of the age brackets, and you'd like to think they've both got really good careers ahead of them. Idris was in a really good place last year, obviously before his injury, and it's great to see him back and training every day and playing every day. And Ronnie's coming in and doing really well. He's not been here very long, but he's. I don't think there were many players in their careers that would have played in an FA Youth Cup and then 3 days later played in the FA Cup first round, and it doesn't faze him. Nothing seems to faze Ronnie at the minute, which is great.
Is that also a good testament in terms of the way he played to the fact that obviously he's been playing under 18 football, and as you say, there's no airs or graces about it. You can go from one competition to the other and put in the same level of commitment and effort.
Yeah, that shows his mentality, I think. He just really enjoys playing football, and wants to be the best player on the pitch, Ronnie. And he'll go and do that, whether it's in the under-18s, whether it's in the 23s, whether it's in the first team. And also I think it highlights the consistency of the messages that the players are getting through the coaching staff, which is really important. There's a really close link between the first team staff and the academy staff, certainly the 18s with Matty and Simon. Obviously Matty doing quite a bit more with the first team and the younger pros this year. That continuity of message is really, really important. There's no confusion. It's the same messages are being given to our under-18s as they are at the first team.
And Benjamin Mensah, who people would have seen in this competition before, obviously been doing really well at youth team level and in the 23s as well. He's someone that probably the manager's looking at now as someone who can push in that particular area, because he's demonstrated when he's played that he's ready for it.
Absolutely, he played in the game last year against Cambridge, 2 appearances this year in the competition, and done well. He's done really well, and Benji's performance levels are consistent. And again, you go back to what we were saying about Ronnie with playing 18s football, playing 23s football. He approaches the game in exactly the same way. He plays with a smile on his face, loads of enthusiasm and loads of ability. And again, that consistency of message, the closeness, the understanding of what players, or how players need to develop and play in terms of their profile, if you like, in the positions they play, is consistent. So that they're getting that every day, and it doesn't matter whether it's whether they're training with the 18s, whether they're training with the 23s group, whether they're training with the first team. The messages are the same.
You're not particularly literate in English. You can speak a number of languages, you're telling me.
Benji, he's a very intelligent young man. obviously English, but he's fluent Italian, fluent in Ghanaian. He's actually teaching me a bit of Italian at the minute. He's not doing very well with it, I would say, but he's trying.
And in terms of some of the other players on the bench, I think it's people underestimate the sheer joy in getting a squad number, because obviously if you're playing in the youth team, that's what you're striving for. People like Aaron Powell and Nicky Garner, who were obviously on the bench on Tuesday night, you know, they'll treasure that moment of seeing their name on a shirt.
They will. Charlie O'Connell, another one. Actually, Luke Harris. Luke's been in match day squads before in this competition, but they do. They treasure that. It's sort of it's that next step. It's something that they've aspired to receive, if you like, and they've got it. Like I say, the next thing now is not to be content with that, and to push to make the most of the opportunities this club gives them, and for some of those players to really establish themselves by playing 30, 40, 50 games over a period of time, you know, to really be one of the first names on the team sheet at some point in the next sort of 2 or 3 years. That's the next step for us. You know, we're getting these players, are getting that recognition, and now they've got to make the most of it.
And just finally, I know the gaffer's been speaking up until the last round of the competition. We never get great draws, and in the FA Youth Cup, you also had Newmarket away that you progressed through, and now you've got Altrincham away as well. It's not making it easy for you.
No, it's not. I mean, for all credit to Newmarket. I mean, obviously, I know Matty said to you in his interview that, you know, we weren't happy with their performance levels, but fair credit to Newmarket. You know, I thought they were very good on the night and made it difficult for us. And it'd be no different going to Altrincham, who are very well established and in terms of, you know, non-league club. You know, great reputation over a long spell. You know. In a really good catchment area, so we're under no illusions. That's going to be another tough night for us, but one we're really looking forward to.